Yo, people, what's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV. Let's get started on today's show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. We got a lot to discuss. First, would you like Arsenal to sign N'Golo Kante? Let me know in the comment section. Also, we've been linked to a sensational move to Aston Villa wonder kid. Also, Lucas Paqueta news is heating up. It does seem like Arsenal are one of the favorites to get this signing over the line. We're going to have to see if this does progress. Youri Tielemans does seem like it is confirmed he will be moving this window. Also, the price has been dropped for Milinkovic-Savic. All the latest on the Lisandro Martinez news, in addition to an agreement being reached with another club for Lucas Torreira. Also, Leno does seem like he will be headed out to Fulham. In addition to that, Thomas Partey update on his whereabouts. And let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot more to discuss. People, what's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and this is the place to be when we're talking about all the Arsenal transfer news today and everything going around with the club. If you don't already know, the club have announced who has the squad that will be headed to the United States for the preseason tour. And I think that is probably the first place where we have to start, because this is making big news all over socials, because a certain name that has been missing in action has been introduced. But before we go any further, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to support your boy by hitting that like button every single time. And also, we got my guy with me, Kunle, in the house. Kunle, how you doing?
Oh yeah, now my people. You know, it's the dark skinned man from the motherland each and every time. What's good, my bro?
Chilling, bro. I got some news for you today. Did you hear? Thomas Partey is going to be part of the U.S. tour. Yes, Thomas Partey's name has been added to the U.S. tour, and people are saying a lot of things. But guys, I am only right now looking at the footballing side of things. I am not going to go into the granular details of everything else.
Because we don't know.
Because they have yet to actually say it is Thomas Partey. So until they say it is him, I am not going to go down that rabbit hole. But Arteta has named his first team squad, my guy. He has named his first team squad, and this is who has made the first team squad. In my opinion, first thing first, I was expecting something like this to drop today. So I was waiting for it. And the next thing you know, it came out. So we're going to be playing in Baltimore tomorrow. And in the team, we have Aaron Ramsdale, Bernd Leno, surprising, Matt Turner, Arthur Okonkwo, Alex Runnerson. Those are right away. I'm noting down two names of people who I want to sell. So Leno and Runnerson.
We still have Runnerson. For real?
Yeah, we still have Runnerson. Then you go to the defense. You have Tierney, Nuno Tavares, another name we need to sell. Nuno. Then you have Gabriel.
Sell or loan.
Loan, whatever. Then you have Pablo Mari. Pablo Mari is another one we need to get rid of. You got Ben White, Rob Holding, Saliba, Hector Bellerin, Cedric, Takahiro Tomiyasu. The youngster, he's gotten on the plane.
Center back, right?
Yeah, Walter's on the plane. Then you have El Neni, Lucas Torreira. Torreira is definitely somebody we need to sell. So I'm going to write his name down because we're going to discuss these guys' outgoings. Then you have Emil Smith-Rowe. Good to hear. You know what? This has been a quiet summer. Last summer, all we were talking about was Emil Smith-Rowe's links to Aston Villa and his new contract. This summer, he's out of the limelight. You got Albert Sambi-Lokonga, Granit Xhaka. No news about Granit Xhaka being sold either. The new club captain, Martin Odegaard, who will be announced very soon as the club captain.
Mm-hmm. Quickly, about ESR.
Where's Partey? Wait, where's Partey? He's right there. Did I mention Partey?
No, you didn't say him, bro. You're used to not saying him the last couple of streams. That's why, bro.
There you go. So as you guys can see, Thomas Partey's name is on the list of players who have made their way to the United States tour. Now, just to finish off the list, you have Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson, Gabriel Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah, Gabriel Jesus, Nicolas Pepe, Saka, and
whoa, Egal. You stopped writing for some reason when you read out those last two. Why did you stop writing? There's some names there that need to go too that you just named. Couple of them.
Okay. Pepe.
Pepe, yep.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Reece Nelson as well?
Nelson can go. And then we're going to talk about Balogun's future also later on the show. But before we go any further, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Bro, talk to me. Thomas Partey. Big news.
Massive news, right?
Included in the team. And you know what? This did this come from left field for you, or because I was somewhat expecting this. I was expecting if they weren't going to officially charge him and take it to the Crown Court or something like that, or if it's not going to come out that it is him, first of all, before I get sued.
Allegedly, just added allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. So Thomas Partey is officially going to be part of the team that is going to be traveling to the United States. This is good news on the sense that obviously Thomas Partey is an integral part of our team, one of our best players. And immediately after the report comes out that Thomas Partey will be joining us, you know what came out?
What?
Did you see it? The Athletic released an article.
Yeah. About the player.
It was almost as if the article they released was in retaliation to like a power play. But before we go any further, I'm just going to show you this. So these are two steps of what happened today. So first step, the New York Times reported that this was not going to happen, that Thomas Partey was not going to be part of this team. Thomas Partey was going to be left out of the squad. That's what the New York Times reported earlier today, this morning, like around 10 a.m., right? So around 10 a.m., we heard reports that the New York Times reporting that Thomas Partey will not be traveling with the team. Now, fast forward to about 3 p.m., just before this video was about to go live, we've seen something like I think it was one of his PR people. He put out a hint. He did a hint. He basically like took he had a picture of a flag, a United States flag, and he's basically implying that Thomas Partey would be traveling with the team. Because if I don't know if you've seen this, I'm gonna just pull it up for you right now. So it was one of Thomas Partey's PR team guys. He tweeted out something like a flag emoji, and the next thing you know, everything just came to fruition, because the flag emoji was basically implying that boom, it's going to happen, or he's going to fly out, right? Yeah. And then from there we now got that. But then here's the Athletic article. The Athletic article is almost like in retaliation to the club that didn't let the player go. The Athletic said the Premier League club whose player has been suspended or arrested for suspicion of rape has told the Athletic it is not going to suspend him. They don't go into detail of who that player is. They don't name the club or the player, but they've implied who it is in the past.
Yeah, so for sure.
Talk to me as I go through the comments, my guy.
From what I've heard about the stories, I expected an announcement like this today. From what I heard, I'm not going to talk about all the stories I've heard because it's still speculation until we have an official name. But from the way it plans out, it makes sense what's happened, and also the fact that the Athletics released that statement. That to me shows it's not that the club are quite confident that all the charges are going to be dropped, and it's nowhere near as extreme as the Man United player earlier on in the season that we're not going to mention on the channel. So it's not even at that level. So I'm excited because all I want to talk about when it comes to Partey is Thomas Partey, the footballer, because until they announce otherwise, there's no reason for us to talk about him other than as a footballer. And as a footballer, it's clear to see how essential he is into our style of play, which is why I keep pushing and pushing and pushing. We must find adequate backup for him, because if he gets injured, we're going to struggle like we did this previous season. But great news, he's on the tour, man. Excited.
There you go. Now, just to let you guys know, the Thomas Partey news, it has come to some people's shock, and also some people are not surprised. So just give me your take on what you guys think about the Thomas Partey news. I think this is good news for the club. Obviously, we don't want to speculate on the other side of the things that we don't know about. So give me your thoughts, your feelings on this. We're going to end this portion of the show and move on to the next part. But before we do that, let's just hear some comments. Arsenal are playing fire. Partey's like a new signing almost at this point, because some people felt like he was gone. Some people felt like we weren't going to get him back. If Partey is at risk of missing the season, we have to get a backup DM. Definitely, if that is the case, we definitely will have to look into that, of course. We're going to discuss this.
Regardless, I think, regardless, whether he is or not, but we need a DM cover for him. Better now than any.
You know what, people? Hit that like button right now. We have about 78 people in the chat. We're going to, and also like, subscribe, and leave us your thoughts on the rumor, on everything circulating around Thomas Partey and how happy you might be that now he's back and he's going to be with the first team, because this is good. This is good news. Obviously, this is good news. Now, moving on. I had this comment here from somebody. We got the Tottenham fan in the house saying news about Gabriel Magalhaes to Juventus. I'm going to tell you something. Juventus are smoking the highest grade of something.
Literally
something, because I don't know if you've seen, my friend, what their offer was, but their offer was like something like, give us Gabriel and we will give you Rabiot and Arthur on loan. They said they're going to 30 million on top. They said they're going to give us Rabiot, Arthur on loan, and we're going to give them Gabriel. These guys are smoking the loudest bush, bro. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. Look at this. What is this? What kind of bullshit is this? Juventus are reporting. Like, it just don't make sense, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hoping it's not true. It's just the press playing some games, because this story sounds freaking crazy. And I hope the old lady of Juventus don't do business like this.
Let me just read it. Let me just read it. Juventus are reportedly preparing to submit an offer, sign Gabriel Magalhaes. They don't actually. The money is not actually in the offer. That's how much they value.
Oh, isn't it?
No, that's how much they value.
I thought it was the money and the two players.
No, it's not the money. It's Robert. It's what's his name? Rabiot, permanent transfer, and Arthur on loan. The money is actually not part of the deal. The money is just how much they value the player.
Unpopular opinion, and I know some rival fans are going to get at me for this statement. If Juventus are wanting to sell De Jong, is it De Jong? De Ligt for 80 million, and they're talking to us about Gabriel for 35 million. Like, we've watched De Ligt for the last 2 years. Don't think we're still lost into Ajax De Ligt. If you're asking for 80 M for De Ligt, come at us with some real money. Otherwise, keep it pushing. We don't want to hear nonsense like this, bro. 30 million euros. This
thing makes no sense, bro. First of all, the 30 million is not even what they're offering. They're just offering these two. That's it. Literally. They're just offering
one of them's even on loan.
Yeah. Wait. 2 players plus cash. Okay. So maybe it is plus cash. So the offer is actually 25 million plus 2 stars in exchange for Gabriel Magalhaes.
See, you were generous there, Igal. You said 2 stars. You're very generous there. 2 players.
That's what they're reporting. That's what they're reporting. So
this is, if it was Rabiot straight from PSG, Rabiot, I'll be excited about this move. Great, that Rabiot could have been a great partner for Thomas Partey in the middle of the park. But this is 4 years on Rabiot at Juventus, who's had a couple of really, really bad injury-torn seasons. And you now want to put him into the limelight again. Does he even sniff the French national squad anymore? I don't think he does.
Bro, I think it's BS. People in the chat, let me know. Fake news, real news. Put your thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know. Because in my opinion, this sounds like the loudest cap. This can't be real. We have to look at the source itself. Iga, watching from the US, got some loud for Juve. I'll take Vlahovic and 50 million. You know what? They have to give us, just because they're them, they have to give us Chiesa, Vlahovic, and 50 million. How about that? I'm just trolling. But yeah, Chiesa's coming back from a knee injury. No, I'm not even taking him at this point. Now I'm just
Hey,
messing around.
the comment just above this comment, bro. The proposal is more of an insult than an offer for a trade. It's true, bro. It's an insult, bro. It's
You know
actually
what?
an insult.
This is something that they do in like basketball, where you have a player who you know is not going nowhere. They submit these kind of offers all the time, but they don't tell anybody. In football, you hear about these offers, and they're absolutely laughable. But yeah, Juventus. Anytime we're linked to a Juventus player, guys, just take it with a grain of salt. Don't believe it because it don't make sense. These guys don't make sense. They remember when they tried to link Ramsey back to Arsenal for 50 million pounds after we let him go for.
Yeah.
These guys are mad, bro.
Bro,
Anyways, well, people are saying fake news. People are saying trash. Thumbs down.
Has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be. Moving on from this story, on to another story from Italy that we don't know if we can fully believe, but I would definitely get more on board with this one here. The Milinkovic-Savic links. Have you seen the Milinkovic-Savic links? Because the rumor has it that Milinkovic-Savic, something around 42.3 million, something like that. So they're saying the reports, of course, they're coming from that newspaper company that a lot of people don't like. But what they're saying with Milinkovic-Savic, my friend, is they're saying Milinkovic-Savic could be going for around, what is it? 40,
no,
40 between 40 to 45 mil. That's what they're saying.
What I heard was we're considering an offer of that 43, 45 mil, like you just said. But apparently Lazio are willing to sell at 55 million. And if that's the case, just drop the money, man. 55 mil one time. Fuck.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's not about just dropping the money, because we've dropped the money on players before. We need to know if they're willing to come before we drop the money. Because we dropped the money on Martinez, we dropped the money on Raphinha, and they didn't end up coming. We made it. We made a laughing stock of ourselves. So get the personal terms.
Do you know what I would say about the Martinez one? I would say this. We got to a price point with Martinez where they're like, look, this guy is a backup. We're not trying to spend no 50 million on no backup. Like Man U being involved in that kind of scuppered that deal because they're willing to spend stupid money. And he was probably going to start at United.
You know what? I got into an argument with some United fans about this earlier today. They're of the belief that he's a center back and he's not a left back. So Arsenal to be signing him as a left back would be ridiculous, and most likely we should be getting him we would most likely be signing him as an actual center back. And maybe that means Gabriel Magalhaes or somebody will be moving to the bench. I don't know, but no. I don't believe that for a second. I'm of the belief that Mikel Arteta and the club and everybody around them have been saying that he is going to be coming in as, what was it? They said something
cover, bro.
Yeah,
left back, center back, and DM cover, bro. That's all he was there for, man.
Not even cover. Potentially, he could be starting at left back. Don't get me wrong. He could be starting at left back over Kieran Tierney and stuff.
Never,
but my whole take on this is the reports came out today from the Athletic that the club even viewed him as that potentially. Just getting on to Lisandro thing right now. Let me show you the Lisandro thing. So this is what they said about Lisandro Martinez. Like you can see Terry's laughing because he thinks this is bullshit, right? But Arsenal saw Lisandro Martinez as a left back who could compete with Kieran Tierney, where Man United saw him as a center back. So that is the thing for me. Like what people are saying, why are we looking at Lisandro Martinez as this position or that position? But I really do believe Lisandro Martinez, if he was to come to Arsenal, would have played left back.
No, look, I hear what you're saying. He would have come in as a left back, but I think the reason why we're in for him was he's left-footed and he's versatile. Because at the end of the day, if we do get an injury to Gabriel Magalhaes, we don't have a like-for-like left-foot centre-backs. So he can fill in there. But I think that's why he even entertained the move. Because even though he might have not been coming in to start, there's so many positions available that he can fill in games for. That's why I think there was one report that he was like, excited about the project at Arsenal because he'll get a chance to play further up the pitch and utilize more of his attributes, which is why he was interested. But the bid for United was just outrageous. 50 million for a guy that was going to pay as a utility player in our squad. It didn't really make sense for Arsenal. It makes sense.
You know what? I'm in two places. Could it be that we actually wanted to sign him, and now that we're going to be missing out on him, we're putting out PR to cover the club's ass? Could that be a possibility? Possibly. Or could it potentially be that we actually view him as a left back, where United view him as a center back, and he wants to play in his preferred position?
I honestly think if we both bid the same amount of money, let's say we both bid 40 million, the only reason why he'd go to United is because of the Ten Hag thing for me. I don't think we're covering anything up. I believe, we might have signed him as a left back, but at the end of the day, he can play as a left back. He's comfortable with the ball, and what that opportunity gives him a chance to have more attacking options. And when you're a player that has a lot of ability, the opportunity to use those extra skills, I think they were appealing for him. And if it wasn't a Ten Hag Van der Sar situation and the price was right, I believe we would have snapped him up. Personally.
Boom. What's good, people? Bro, I am in the same boat as you. What's good, my guy? Big up to you. Smash those like buttons, people. Absolutely smash the hell out of that like button right now. Take a second, stop what you're doing, hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. You guys don't understand. Also, we're going to talk about Grimaldo in a second. People are saying sell Gabriel, use the money to get SMS. We're not selling Gabriel, bro. We're not selling Gabriel. You don't create issues when you don't need to. Right? You don't create issues when you don't need to. Your connection's good, bro. Don't worry. Now, just before we move on from the Martinez thing, he's also good at midfield. Yeah, bro, he can play 3 different positions, but it looks like we've cooled our interest on him. If you see Charles Watt's report yesterday, Arsenal, this is the latest on the situation. It seems like Arsenal have cooled their interest on Lisandro Martinez. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I wanted Lisandro Martinez, a good player, big blow. But hey, we move on. We go for the next target. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean?
I'm not crying over it. All I want our club to do is 6 million on this Grimaldo guy. That's a steal as a backup left back, and he's definitely gonna play games. He's got experience too. And number 2, if we get like a 25, 30 million DM cover, those 2 positions get filled. I'm not even talking about or thinking about Martinez anymore, bro. Let's just do the business, man.
Okay, no worries. Moving on to the Grimaldo links. I haven't seen much update on the Grimaldo links. The links keep coming back and just going away. But it's like there might be more legs to this come the end of the window. I feel like, Arsenal, man, we get a lot of our we don't do business during preseason tours. When we're on preseason tours, we really don't do too much business during the preseason tours. I really don't think Arsenal are going to be signing 2-3 players while we're over in America. You know what I mean? I just feel like we might be working on the deals. Sorry, you said something?
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So Arsenal are in talks with Grimaldo, but that's pretty much it at this moment in time. I don't think we've taken it any further than that. You know what I mean? Big up Ilyas in the house saying, "Get the likes up, people." You already know what it is.
Guy, Ilyas.
We have another person here saying, "People are what?" Yeah, smash that like button, people. Definitely. We ain't getting a DM cover. We kept dead on any. I think we'll get an 8.
I hope you're lying, Neil. I hope you're wrong. I hear you. I know from us renewing El Neni, and we've not heard anything about Lokonga going on loan. My heart knows that we're not going to sign that cover, but we live in hope. The window is still open.
We definitely do. But just bringing it back to the Grimaldo signing, you said everything you needed to say about how we look at this signing and how we view this signing. But there was 2 reports over the last 24 hours that I just want to look at quickly. So the first report is the second one is Fabrizio Romano, and the first one is from somebody else. So Arsenal have confirmed talks with Benfica over the deal for Alex Grimaldo, and would after submitting 6 million bid, as reported, training along during the preseason, turned down a new deal with the club. Okay, so he turned down a new deal with Benfica. You also have here
final year, right?
Yeah. So Benfica have not received an offer for Alex Grimaldo. So that's Fabrizio Romano saying Benfica haven't received an offer. Benfica president confirming an interest are coming from Arsenal and preparing. Arsenal are preparing to make a bid for around 6 to 7 million euros. So there's a lot of different reports, but we have to wait and see what is going to happen and what's not going to happen. But at this moment in time, there's just too much. There's too many conflicting reports on this for me to say it's concrete. But yeah, he does look like a proper baller. Look at that. People are saying if you calculate his strengths are crossing, passing, key passes. He's good at set pieces, holding onto the ball, direct free kicks, and the key thing, concentration. Because guys like Bellerin, guys like Ainsley Maitland-Niles, guys like Nuno Tavares, they lack that concentration in the fallback positions, and we mess up. So those are key attributes that he needs. And then so that's pretty much it. Nothing else really to talk about there. We're gonna just bring this back for a second. Hopefully everyone's good in the chat.
I like that set piece thing though.
I do too.
I don't want to see Martinelli or Cedric Suarez taking any more set pieces, bro.
You never know. He could become a Cedric because Cedric was good at set pieces before he came to Arsenal too.
That is true. He's bagged a few for Southampton, actually. You're right.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, we're 26 minutes in. Let me just check the TikTok to see what people are saying on TikTok quickly because I've been neglecting them. You have somebody here saying no one knows anything at the club. They just talk about Yeah, that is a good comment.
Mate.
Someone said you have a British and Toronto accent mixed. Yeah, man, I live in the UK and I'm from Toronto, Canada. So so I don't know. I can't hear accents anymore. I actually can't hear accents unless they're foreign to me. So if you have a Canadian, American, or UK accent, I can't hear the difference at this moment in time. Unless you have a very strong American or UK accent, I can't tell the difference. Obviously, if you're from Scotland or Ireland, I can tell.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
But if you're from London or if you're from anywhere in the UK, I've just gotten so used to those accents. It's nothing now.
How long have you been in the UK, by the way? Sidebar.
Since 2018. But yeah, somebody just asked about Leno. Guys, this is a good one. We need to talk about Leno quickly.
Very surprised to see him in the States. Very, very surprised because there's no chance he comes into this season.
We need to talk about Leno. We need to talk about Nuno Tavares. We need to talk about a bunch of these guys. We're gonna save the Paqueta and Tielemans stuff for the end. But first, let's get to Leno. We need to talk about Leno. We need to talk about Torreira and Balogun. So I don't know if you know, but there's been a couple updates, right? Fabrizio Romano even gave us an update on Torreira today. Fabrizio Romano's update on Torreira today was pretty interesting too. It seems like Torreira's agent has secured an agreement with Valencia. So Fabrizio Romano confirmed Torreira to Valencia is on. It's on. So it potentially could happen. Torreira could end up at Valencia. Now, I know Torreira is a fan of Italy. I didn't know if he was going to Spain, but it seems like now he just wants to go wherever he can play first team football, and he's on the plane to America.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk. That's what I wanted to discuss because I saw one of the reports that. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Arteta wants to see him in the preseason, so it's not completely dead. I don't think Arteta probably saw some of his numbers of last season and looked at his first season at Arsenal's numbers. Thinking about the DM situation, he's like, you know what? Come out, like let's see what you got. Let's see if there is an option if this Valencia thing doesn't make sense. If we can integrate you back into the team, because let's be honest, Lucas Torreira in his first season. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was either player of the season or the top 3 players in that player of the season for Arsenal award in his first season. Correct me if I'm wrong though. It's only when Emery decided to use him as a number 10. That we started to see some issues in his game. But I like this, man.
Torreira, when he came in, it was off the back of the World Cup or the Euros, whatever it was, and he was balling for Uruguay. He pocketed Ronaldo and stuff, and we were calling him the White Kante. So we had a soft spot for the guy, but he completely flipped on his head. He became a guy who didn't care about fighting for his place. He's somebody who really needs to have the confidence of the manager and being picked consistently to be in a good mood. And he's similar to, I would say, like a Martial, where whenever he's had a challenge, you see him become inconsistent. Where when he's being guaranteed a starting job and he's playing week in, week out, he has that consistency behind him because he has opportunities to make mistakes. Where at Arsenal, I don't know if you're allowed that luxury. I don't know if you're allowed that luxury. So what Fabrizio Romano here is saying makes sense. And also, I've heard a lot of reports where Torreira might stay. In my opinion, we should sell him. I personally think Torreira needs to be sold because he doesn't have the mentality to fight for his place. He is somebody.
That's so harsh. I think that's very harsh, bro. Very harsh.
And also,
look at it this way.
He wasn't happy in the UK, man. He wasn't happy in the UK.
But remember, obviously, there's loads and loads of reports every single day with this football thing. But I heard one beginning of last season where he said he was willing to play for his place, but Arteta said he was surplus to requirements, which is why they looked for the Italy thing. So I believe everything went downhill for Torreira as soon as Emery decided to put him in a more advanced role in the pitch. His performances, his confidence started to drop. A new manager came in, confusion happened. I think he lost one of his family members. Like a lot of stuff happened in his career, but there's nobody on this on this show between me and you, and in the comment section that can tell me Lucas Torreira will not give us more than Lokonga or El Neni in this season. No one can tell me that.
So you're saying Lucas Torreira will give you more than Lokonga and El Neni, or one of them, or
either one. Either one.
I think Torreira is less physical than El Neni, and I think Lokonga.
He's a pit bull. Are you forgetting this guy? A pit bull.
And I think Lokonga is more technically gifted than Torreira, and also both of them. The key part is they both would be more willing to accept their roles in comparison to a Torreira.
I hear you.
People are saying, bro, I think that's harsh. Torreira is not his fault. Arteta haven't wanted him near the squad until now. Torreira's back would be a good option. You know what? I'm willing to see the other side of the coin.
Look at it this way, because I'm going to go on the back of what you just said about his willingness to play in the team. I do believe in the role that he'll be given. Sorry, I do believe if there is a scenario where Torreira ends up staying at Arsenal, I believe those conversations would have had to be had. So if it gets to the point where we make an announcement that he's staying, I strongly believe Arteta and him would have had a conversation about his role in the side, and he's comfortable with it. That's what I believe.
Okay. So guys, if you have a choice to sell Torreira today and get between 15 million, for example, or 10 to 15 million, or keep him as a squad option and go with El Neni and Lokonga next season in the backup position to Partey, which one would you rather go for? Because in my opinion, I would rather sell Torreira, right? Maybe sell one of Lokonga or let El Neni leave next season, and then bring in a proper player next season instead of having Torreira still on the books and having to sell him next season when he's had a season at Arsenal where he underperformed and his value even tanked even more. I think Torreira staying at Arsenal this season, he's not going to get many opportunities, and I would rather have Mohamed El Neni. I actually rate Mohamed El Neni, unlike some people, to a certain degree, because I feel like Mohamed El Neni, he's a constant professional, does his job 7 out of 10 every game, and he knows his role in the team. He knows he's a squad player. He's not going to get upset. Maybe you could say it's ambition from Torreira, but in my opinion, it's a player who is he's rattled by. He's like Jax on Love Island. He just wants to leave. He just wants to leave now that Adam's came. You know what I mean?
Jax was fully rattled last night, man. Big up, man, like Jax. Adam, the OG legend. But yeah, like in terms of I hear you.
Xhaka's not going nowhere, by the way, guys. Xhaka's not going nowhere.
But I have a question about that then, though. Like, do you think Xhaka, with the ego and arrogance of the guy, he's willing to play a bench role if we sign, for example, a Tielemans or Milinkovic-Savic?
I don't think you do a Petr Cech. You bring in the player and you ease the other person out. You don't bring in the player and just say, you know what, Xhaka, you're on the bench, you're starting. No, he's gonna get pissed. Switzerland in the World Cup, yeah, he's gonna want to play. But what you're gonna do is you're going to ease him out. You're gonna make it a smoother transition, and you're gonna make him a player depending on the game or the circumstance. You're gonna play him similar to like a Milner or similar to like a Henderson, where you play them in certain games against certain teams. I think Xhaka will play more games against the top 6 than Tielemans will. I think Tielemans might play more games against the lesser teams. You're on mute, bro.
Yes, sorry, Karen.
Yeah, but yeah, moving on to the Leno thing. The Leno thing is interesting. So this is the situation with the Leno and Balogun situation, right? I'm gonna first go on to Leno. Leno's a great player, right? He's not a bad goalkeeper. A lot of people rub out our Arsenal players after they stop performing at a good level, but Leno's a good player. Leno is close to a move to Fulham for 10 million and has been offered a 3-year contract with the West London club and an opportunity to be their first choice goalkeeper, right? Balogun could also leave on loan and is expected to stay in London to negotiate a move. This is reported by Gary Jacob from the Times. So about 5 hours ago, they reported that potentially you could have 2 situations. But yesterday we were hearing Leno, 11 million was too much for Fulham. So we don't know what's going to happen there. But in my opinion, I think Leno's gone. I think he's going to Fulham. I think he's going to Fulham, and I wish him all the best at Fulham. But my thing is, do we sell him for the price that we want, or do we lower the price just to make sure he leaves?
What's the price that we want? We want 12, right?
Yeah, we want 11. Fulham don't even want to give us 11. They want to give us like 8.5.
Look, I blame. Look, Arsenal have been disrespected in the transfer window way too many times over the last couple of years. It's really frustrating me. Like, I like the stance that we took with the Italian clubs when it came to Torreira. Yeah, great. It would have been nice to get the money in, but the fact that if they're trying to take the mick with offers, then we're not answering them. And for me, Fulham, you just got promoted. I know you got that promotion money. Relax yourselves and pay 11 million. You're getting a German international keeper who played for a top 6 club for the last how many years? Like, quality, man. Like, pay the money. And yeah, he definitely has to go. It's a World Cup year. He's not ready to be an understudy to anyone. And I'm surprised that the Newcastle links have kind of died down this summer, because I heard a lot of them from January. So that could still happen.
Yeah, but this is just to show everyone the reports. These were the reports. Arsenal are still demanding too much money from Fulham for thing. We want around 11 million. They want to pay around 8.5. Currently, we supposedly have lowered it to 10 million to see if they're willing to just budge now. But we'll have to wait and see with that. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see with that. Now, the second part of that story, Balogun. What do you think about Balogun going on loan? Because in the Premier League.
I think it's massive. It's massive. I think it's needed, because he's not gonna. I don't see him getting a lot of consistent games, and he's at the stage of his development where he needs some consistent games rather than just being used in the Europa League and Carabao Cup and those. He needs consistent games. I always said to me, I see him as a more physical version of Andy Cole. That's the type of striker I see him being. Fox in the box, like good positional play. But I just think he needs that Premier League experience, consistent minutes. There's definitely a player in him, and he's got more of a ceiling than Eddie Nketiah, and we just gave him 100k and the number 14 shirt. So give Folarin a chance, and that has no bias to the fact that he's in Nigeria. No, it just happens to be that way, guys.
There you go. I think Balogun's going to probably go on loan. Fulham, Premier League club Brentford. I would let him go on loan on any of those clubs. People are saying sell Matt Turner and keep Leno. Whoa, where did that come from? One game, one preseason game, and you want to sell him?
I have a question for Games FC then. For you to say that, I am assuming you've watched a lot of Matt Turner, and then what you're also doing is telling me that you're saying Matt Turner has worse footwork than Leno. Because no one's debating whether Leno is a good player, a good goalkeeper, but is he right for the system playing for the back from the back? And we saw in that one game against Aston Villa, our whole setup changed last season with him in the team. Even though we snuck a win, it was very different. So,
Sell Turner. Another person saying sell Turner. We just bought him. Yo, Ozzy, could you turn your camera on, bro? Yeah.
Big up, Ozzy.
Audio. We can't hear you.
It's sounding like an echo right now, bro.
Can you hear him?
I just heard. Can you hear me? That's it. Literally that loud.
Yeah, jump out, jump back in, Ozzy. Jump out, jump back in. Make sure you all right. Just jump out, jump back in. We'll get you reconnected. But while we're waiting for him to reconnect, where should I go next? Raphinha. Raphinha's moved on, guys. Raphinha's done. Raphinha is officially a Barcelona player. That saga is over. There's nothing more to be said about the Raphinha saga. So
I want to hear about Chukwuemeka because I know nothing about this guy other than he's got an Igbo name, so he's Nigerian. That's all I know.
I'm gonna talk about him in a second. I just want to show everyone the Barcelona thing. Raphinha to Barcelona. I think he's already in the kits and stuff. Like Fabrizio doing the here we go. Yeah, for Fabrizio confirming the here you goes and everything. So I just want to tell everybody it was a good opportunity. We tried to pounce on it. We couldn't get it over the line, but there you go. Fabrizio Romano confirming that he has joined Barcelona. Better Barcelona than Chelsea.
And Egal, make sure you get back at Ladimus after he tried to troll you before about this particular transfer. I think I saw something on Twitter where he was trying it. So get back at him. Make sure. Big up, Laddie, though. Big up.
It's whatever. Yo, Ozzy, man.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
We can't see you.
Nice one. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, we can see you now.
Benzema in the building.
You get me? Man's out here, cuz. Man's out here.
Benzema.
Love.
Into the Bima. Anyways, where we at? Youri Tielemans House is for sale. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen this? So let me show you. Youri Tielemans. Oh shit. They deleted the tweet. Did they delete the tweet?
Big up Chelsea perspective. Oh yeah,
now. They deleted the tweet. They deleted the tweet. Why would they delete the tweet? I swear I seen Youri Tielemans' house was up for sale.
And I see that earlier. Yeah.
It looks like the person might have deleted the tweet.
I won't lie to you. When it comes to Tielemans, the only time I'm going to get a little bit concerned about this deal is if I hear him linked to a Champions League club. Right now, I'm very confident.
Apparently, Fabrizio called the estate agent and asked, why is the person selling? And he said, because the person that's selling is moving to London soon. Apparently, I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. These are interesting turn of events. So this is what happened. So if you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna show it to you guys quickly just to try to see if it works, because the tweet has actually been deleted. So when I click on it here, you can see it for like a second and then it goes away. Look, you'll see it for a second and then it goes away. There you go. You see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Click on it, boom, 5-bedroom house, and it disappears. So what happened is Tielemans' house was up for sale, right? Tielemans has put his house up for sale, and reports coming around that his house is not up for sale. Oh, here it is actually. So you can see there, you got the 5-bedroom house, three reception rooms, 3 bathrooms, double garage, driveway, massive property. Youri Tielemans selling his house is just another stage stating that he could be leaving. I don't know how people find these things out.
Literally, bro. Remember the number plate thing and all that, bro. Our fans are some.
Oh yeah, for Isaac and that, man.
Yeah, bro.
Trust me, man. Arsenal fans are better than the FBI.
Yo, people are saying it wasn't his house; it's his mom, his uncle, man. Nah, it is his house. I saw that on Hugh's stream earlier. Yeah, man. Hugh Wizzy, big up Hugh Wizzy, man. That's a legend to the game right there. But yo, guys, Youri Tielemans is on the move. This summer, he officially will be moving. Homes, that is. Talk to me. What we said.
Ozzy or me?
Not like if he comes, it's a good signing. Obviously, he's been in the Premier League for a while now. We know what to expect from him. It's not one of those ones where, oh, will he adapt? Will he adjust? Will he fit in? You know, all them questions don't need to be asked. You know what you're gonna expect with him. I think the only issue is always comes up is his fitness. Like, will he track back? They're the only two things you might have a bit of a concern. But like technically on the ball, can he score? Can he shoot? Can he assist? Like we've all watched him in the Premier League. We know he can. Technically, he's got it. So for me, like if he comes to Arsenal, 30 million, I'm sure like most people will be happy with it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. They're saying Arsenal are ramping up their interest in Youri Tielemans. I'm not gonna lie to you. You keep talking about why is this deal taking so long. Am I wrong, Kunle? That's what you're more worried about.
I get why the deal is taking so long. I get it now. I fully understand. Well, this is just my assumption. I think what's happening is they're so confident with Tielemans, they're not gonna buckle to Leicester's. I think they're asking for what 40 million or 45 million right now. Yeah. So Arsenal are like, do you know what? We hear you. No one else is in for him. I know you're going to be pretending that people are linked with him in the papers just to try and commit us to paying the 40 million. But it's going to get to the stage. That's why I said it. When the season's going to start, Tielemans is going to play the first game, maybe the second game for Leicester, guaranteed. And then Leicester are going to realize that we're not messing around. We could actually lose Tielemans on a free in the next 11 months. So Arsenal will then drop their 25 million and get the deal done. The only way that gets messed up is if a Champions League club actually bids for him. That's when we're in trouble. If it's Man United, though, I beg.
I think Arsenal are trying to play the low balling game.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's come down to.
It's basically the window is as the window gets closer and closer to an end, Arsenal gets more and more of an advantage over Leicester in this deal.
Yeah.
Because Leicester are the team that need to sell, right?
Yeah, of course.
So it's a war of attrition to see who's going to budge first. It's like two people going at each other. Whoever buckles first loses. That's what it is. And Arsenal are willing to crash headfirst into Leicester at this point. That's what it seems like. So let's move on to the Lucas Paqueta thing. So with Lucas Paqueta links heating up, I have a weird take on Lucas Paqueta, but you guys let me know what you think. The Paqueta links right now are heating up. Arsenal are heavily linked to Lucas Paqueta. Everywhere you go, you see Lucas Paqueta links. So I want you guys to hit that like button right now, hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't already done so. But let's go straight back into these rumors. Lucas Paqueta to Arsenal is very possible. Arsenal are going for the player first. To get the okay from him before making a bid to Lyon and they're asking around 65 million pounds. That is smart because we had the situation with Martinez. Euros. This is the situation, guys. We went to Aston Villa, put the money down. The player chose to go to. We went to Leeds. The player chose to go to Barcelona. We went to Ajax, put the money down. The player is choosing to go to Man United. Now we said we're not putting the money down. We're going to agree the deal with the player. Then we are going to go. But yeah, I don't know. I like the approach.
Ozzy, I'll let you take this one first. Go on.
You know, like I'm a bit 50-50 on this one, to be honest. Because how good is really this guy to merit 65 million? There's a lot of raves about him, but I ain't seen his stats. I've watched clips of him here and there. He looks good technically, but is he kind of what we really need? We've been screaming out for a DM for years now. Do we need like another attacking midfielder? I don't know if we kind of Arsenal is the signing that we need. It's more a case of, you know what? You could say like he's better than maybe what we got at the moment, but is it what we need? That's the question.
is he better than? Is he a better option than Tielemans for you at the price point that's almost double the price?
I think for double the price, no. Is he better from what I've seen? Yes.
All right. Let me help out here because I have massive issues with this link, bro. I've been pulling out my hair every time I see a story about this Paqueta thing. Like it's like us now, we did crazy. We don't get sense when it comes to this transfer thing sometimes because you're like if we didn't sign a Vieira, yeah, I'll entertain this whole Paqueta thing. But we just signed a player that can play that same position, who it looks like has the profile of Bernardo Silva, very flexible. We've got a ESR. If he bulks up a little bit, he can play that role if needed. But you're telling me we have 65 million euros to spend on a central midfielder, and we're not slapping that on Milinkovic-Savic? Are you joking me, bro? Forget Tielemans, bro. Drop that on Milinkovic-Savic because for the profile for what we need alongside Partey, that's who we need to go in. He's got number 10 numbers, 10 goals, 10 assists, but he's a box-to-box midfielder. They call him the general or the lieutenant or whatever, because he's a boss. We need leaders in our squad. Paqueta ain't no leader. He's a very good flair player, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely not what we need at the club. If he could do a better job than Martinelli on the left wing, maybe I'd even entertain it. But that's not his position. So I really don't get, if we have this money to spend, why would it be on Paqueta? It makes no sense.
Okay, Samuel, there's too much background noise. Could you get headphones, bro? Thanks. And I'm gonna give you guys my take. I think this whole thing of Paqueta, he could end up at Newcastle. Now, hear me out. Reason being, similar to Bruno Guimaraes, they made first contact with the player in January. He turned them down in January. They've already done the work on the signing. They already know how much he's going to cost. They have one of his close friends, Brazilian teammates in Bruno Guimaraes already there. And let's be honest, he wants to come to the Premier League. He wants to get a good pay rise. They can offer him everything financially. The only thing they can't offer him is European football. And guess what? If he does sign, they potentially could offer him such an exciting project where he could be part of like their rebuild to their future. So I have a feeling if it comes down to money, Newcastle would pay more than us. That's why we're going to the player to see if the deal can get done through the player before we go and put the money down. Because guess what? We put the money down tomorrow, Newcastle put more, they have a bidding war. We're fucked. So that's what I think is happening. I think the player could end up at Newcastle.
Do you want him though, Hugo? That's my question.
I would take Lucas Paqueta. I think he's a baller. I think statistically he's better than Tielemans. Tielemans is cheaper.
The profile we need though, is he better?
He's good on the profile that we need. Also, he's a press monster. He's good on that left 8. He can also play as a 10. Also can play as cover for thing. If you want to go very attacking and pick 2 players that are very attacking in system, he'd be a very attacking option in our team. But my question is, Tielemans, Paqueta. Tielemans costs 30 million. Paqueta costs around 65 plus. So you're looking at the 2. You're weighing the options. You're saying to yourself, is it really worth paying that much more money? And then potentially maybe missing out on other targets, or I don't want to be an accountant, but is Paqueta double the player that Tielemans is, and also with the potential having to adjust their Premier League, everything else, there's so many more questions about Paqueta because he hasn't played in the Premier League, where Tielemans is more of the safer pick. So high risk over high reward, high risk, high reward, or the safe pick with less money spent. That's what you're going for. And this is where I ask, do you guys go for Paqueta or do you go for Tielemans?
I think given the situation, and obviously we need, X, Y, Z in other, places in the squad, Tielemans makes more sense.
Okay. What people are saying, Milinkovic-Savic is not realistic. I agree. I fully agree. Milinkovic-Savic was never realistic.
Okay, why?
Because he's a player who's a Lazio for lifer, and he does this every couple seasons, and he's linked to every club. He's been linked to United. He's been linked to Liverpool. He's been linked to Arsenal. He's been linked to Chelsea. It just
those
makes
are your reasons. Okay. I hear you.
you know what I mean? It never made sense. He does this happens, bro. Liverpool need a midfielder. They're crying out for a midfielder. They've been crying out for a Gini Wijnaldum type player, or somebody that can play in that CM role. Chelsea, they've been crying for midfielders. The agent of Milinkovic-Savic, the Chelsea agent, Milinkovic-Savic has been linked to Manchester United for near 5 years now.
But has anyone actually ever bid for the guy, bro? Links are nothing. I want to hear bids, bro. Like,
I haven't seen no bids.
Exactly.
No,
This
man,
is what I'm saying. I don't mind Arsenal just saying, you know what, slap a 55 million bid, like 170k a week, whatever, bonuses, whatever, and see what they're saying. Let's see if you lot are about it. If they say no, they say no. Then we go for Tielemans, no problem. But Paqueta, as great as a player he is, he's not what we need, bro. Let's be honest. Sorry,
I think when we talk about the guys that we're talking about here, Paqueta and Tielemans are realistic targets. Where this whole thing about bids for Milinkovic-Savic just smells like cap. So let's just go back. You've already said yours. You've already said your case. You're pretty much in the camp of Lucas Paqueta. Am I wrong, Conle?
No, I'm Tielemans over Paqueta, bro.
Okay, you're Tielemans also. So and then I'm Tielemans. So you're also Tielemans, Ozzy?
Yeah.
So we're basically going for the safe. We're going for the safe pick.
Sam's about to
no,
I
ain't decided, but I'm gonna say something, right? That can be seen on windows. Why not both?
Sam.
Why not both?
Because we're us now.
Why not both?
Exactly.
We don't do things like that, bro.
Man said both.
No, I think it's possible because listen, Balogun's going out alone. You see where Paqueta can play. Paqueta can play as a striker as well. He's been played as a striker throughout fully on the league throughout the season, so he can be played anyone throughout the midfield. Tielemans is the cheapest transfer we could possibly do and get a quality player in. Wages is not an issue for Tielemans. The transfer fee is not an issue. Not spending 50 million on Lisandro, not spending 70 million on Raphinha, because we were willing to sign those two players. It's 120 million. You can't tell me the 120 million just magically disappeared. Come on, we're not fickle. We're not fickle.
Sam, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. In the private message, send me your phone number, because anytime I'm depressed as an Arsenal fan, I'm calling you, brother. Because this positivity that you got on you is a madness. I'm optimistic, but Arsenal to sign both of them, bruh, I would love it. We probably have the funds to do it, but us now know they do these things, bro.
My man just asked a question that I feel like I'm just gonna answer it, bro.
What's the difference between Paqueta and Pepe?
Simply put, Paqueta is a left-sided midfielder who is a pressing monster, and statistically is outstanding in that midfield as an advanced and as a CM. So he can play in many positions in that system. If you want him as a 10, if you want him as an 8, if you want him as a CM in a 2, if you want him in a midfield 3 playing on the left. But Pepe is a winger. He's a forward. There's so many differences. I don't even know how the comparisons came.
Can I say something?
I'm so confused. Can you please elaborate? 1 second. Can you please elaborate? Because how did you get to this comparison, my friend? I'm not making fun of him. Wallah, I'm not making fun of him. I just want to understand the logic. Are you saying because they're both from French league? I don't get it. New viewer, hit the like button. Yeah, definitely, guys. Anyone who's new here, hit that like button. Did you already respond to Sam before we?
Yeah. I said it. I already said it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Kante, guys. Anybody here want N'Golo Kante at Arsenal? Not,
bro. Hear me out, please. Hear me out.
Man said, "Hear me out,
man."
man.
Just hear me out, because I already know there's gonna be some like fallback from this. Just hear me out, guys. Look,
bruv, we don't do Chelsea rejects, man. We've been there, we've done it.
Guys, the question is, let me just lay the groundwork, and then you can do all your jobs, right? So Kante, if you don't know, Kante, yes, N'Golo Kante has been linked to Arsenal heavily over the last couple of days. Maybe not heavily, actually. I'm lying when I say heavily. He's been linked to Arsenal It's quite sparingly. So the links have come from the Daily Star, the Evening Standard, some of these kind of reports, right? So Arsenal are reportedly in negotiations with Chelsea to potentially sign uh, N'Golo Kante. Now, let me just find an actual reliable source in the meanwhile. But when it comes to N'Golo Kante stuff, this is a player who has won the Premier League with Leicester, the Premier League with Chelsea, the World Cup. He's won the Europa League. He's won the Super Cup, Champions League, and the Club World Cup, all in the span of like the last couple since 2016, right? If he was to come to Arsenal, he would be a good luck charm. Is he past it? He's 30 something, 31 years old. He's very much like in the back end of his career. This would have been a great signing if we would have got him done after after he left Leicester. But right now, I don't know. And I'm just gonna find the articles and the reports for you guys. But for me, I don't know how much I believe it. The report coming out today that he would cost around Arsenal are preparing around a 15 million pound bid. Also,
Here's what I'm talking about, bro.
1 second. Also, other reports coming out that Arsenal would be looking to Chelsea would be looking at around 30 million for N'Golo Kante. I think he has 12 months left remaining on his contract at Chelsea. So that is also another factor in this whole situation. And the final thing is, this whole report, everything that's come out is because he's still a world-class defensive midfielder. Don't get me wrong. Up until last season, even he was still a world-class defensive midfielder. But could you see Mikel Arteta signing N'Golo Kante? I don't know, man.
If that's the question, can I see it happening? Honestly, I can't. But if it was to happen, I think there's some positives. I'm just like you girl. I wanted him after Leicester. We ended up signing number 34 instead. You know how I don't really like to say his name. But yeah, we signed number 34 instead. So since then, that was the last season we played in the Champions League, and we've just been carrying number 34 since. What I'm saying about Kante, yes, he is in decline. He's not the animal he was. But would he give me more from 15 games than El Neni would? 20 games than El Neni would? I think he would. Does he bring a lot of experience? A hell of a lot of experience. And we're screaming out for some men to help nurture these kids that we have at our club. We're not kids, but this young squad that we have. We need a couple of mature people that have done it. Jesus, yeah, he's done it, but he's only 25. And he's definitely going to command a lot of respect regardless. But Kante rolls into that freaking dressing room. It's a mazza. It's a mazza. And if he's willing to play as backup to Partey and occasionally against those teams that like to and against those difficult teams that like to bully us in the middle of the park, Kante and Partey in the middle of the park. No bully sessions anymore.
Okay, I'm going to go to the comment section in a second. But guys, I have post-traumatic stress from Chelsea signings. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I think you could speak for everyone apart from...
You know what? I'm gonna. The last signing we played was David Luiz, and guess what? He was a great signing. David Luiz wasn't bad. It was actually really good.
David Luiz had moments where you were saying this guy's playing against us. Wallahi.
That was like for 2 games in his spell. Just 2.
Bro, I swear to God, that game against Man City after lockdown, I will never forget that game. That was you know those PS2 invisible trophies that you unlock when you're playing FIFA. That's what that was.
No, Igal, no, Igal. I'm not letting you get away with this. What happened 2 weeks later against Man City? 2 weeks later.
He did his thing.
He won in the Champions League, no?
What?
He won Chelsea the Champions League, Kante, last season with his performance.
No. I'm not talking about Kante. I'm talking about David Luiz.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, but what did he do 2 weeks after that 3-0 loss against Man City? He got us to the FA Cup final. Arguably, without Luiz in that game, playing that he did, we wouldn't have won the FA Cup. And Arteta arguably wouldn't have had a job right now. Because of that.
Okay, Sam is literally my new favorite.
Give me your takes on give me your takes on his wages. First of all, he'd be our highest paid player. He would come in and be probably one of our only world-class players. Should Arsenal sign Kante? Let me know what you think. People are saying no. Kante's no. Retirement home FC agent Kante. He is on decline. Sign both Kante and Tielemans. Okay. Links are false. People are saying false. Big up Kaz in the house. My guy Kaz from Never the Foul. You already know what it is, doing his goddamn thing. Big up to him. Man is absolutely wicked on doing edits. So if you guys need edits,
Yeah, big up Kaz, man.
what else we got here? Sign Onana over Kante. Oh, okay. Ozzy, what are you saying, bro? Chat to me.
Listen, I'm gonna say one thing and one thing only. If he's not good enough for Chelsea and Chelsea don't want him, why should he be good enough for us?
Oh, you're doing this thing again. You're doing this thing. Look, I hear you, and I hear it. I'm all for
Bro,
it,
we've
but-
experienced it. William, Peter Cech, David Luiz. We're gonna go through it again.
What do you look at a player like Kante?
Bro,
and
we're
think
trying to
he's ready
compete
to
with
play for
these
retirement?
teams like Chelsea and so on. Why should we sign their pass by sell by
Ozzy, no,
date players?
Ozzy, the argument he's making is him as a depth role.
Yeah,
So,
no, as a backup, bro. I don't want him to be a regular starter. Backup to Partey.
The Sun are reporting 33 mil. That's not worth it.
No,
It's
better
anything
out
under 25 and under. I'll take him. 25 and under. It's a steal.
I'm sure you could sell some 22-year-olds in German league for 20 million.
No one can tell me that El Neni's given us more than.
Thank you, Herb.
That's my issue, bro.
Listen, guys. Herb has just said everything I was thinking. Have we not learned? I have post-traumatic stress from signing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
Like, this is why I didn't want.
Do we want to go through it again?
Wallahi, this is why I didn't want Tammy Abraham.
No,
Tammy Abraham's a baller. I admit now, Tammy Abraham's a baller. But at the time, wallahi, I was saying to myself, let's not sign him. Last season, I was so lost in the sauce. Bernardo Silva was linked to Arsenal. I said no.
Aye. Good God, man. That was awful.
Did you really do that?
I said no to Bernardo Silva.
We need to pull up that video. We need to find that video, bro.
I was on streams last year. I was saying we can't sign other Premier League clubs rejects. But now I've done a full 360. I'm saying to myself, Gabriel Jesus has impressed me. If Kante comes to Arsenal, would he immediately be our best midfielder?
Partey.
No, come on, man. He's 31, bro. He's becoming injury prone.
Yeah, that's it. Because of the age.
Bro, we already have an injury prone Thomas Partey. We don't need another one.
Okay. So you're saying Kante is a no-go because of the injuries, but if he was a free transfer, maybe. Besides that, no.
Yeah.
25 and under for me, bro. I'll take it as a steal.
Okay.
No. I got an idea, guys. Whoever breaks out the World Cup as a midfielder, we go sign him in January. That's the idea.
We're gonna be linked with him anyway, so that's a given. Did you remember in the Euros, every player that was man in the match got linked to Arsenal the next day?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Happens all the time.
You remember that shit? That was hilarious.
Ridiculous.
That was hilarious. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys about the next signing, the next potential signing. This guy right here, he is a Mazza. This is Aston Villa wonder kid. Aston Villa wonder kid has been linked to Arsenal. Yes, an Aston Villa wonder kid has been linked to Arsenal, and it is not Jacob Ramsey. Because Jacob Ramsey is an Arsenal fan, and we would all love to take Jacob Ramsey, midfielder, but he's a different type of midfielder. The midfielder we are linked to. Does anybody know how to pronounce his name?
Let me try.
Carney Chukwuemeka. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
First of all, wait, hold on. Guys, first of all, Igal, why do you hate me, bro? Just be honest with me right now.
I'm sorry.
You have a Nigerian on the show and you ask, does anyone know how to pronounce a Nigerian name? Disrespect.
Okay, how do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? Chukwuemeka. Okay. So Chukwuemeka is out of the Aston Villa preseason tour team. Rumors came out 2 hours ago that Arsenal are monitoring his situation, are very interested, and reports are coming out that Man United and other European giants are also interested, such as Bayern Munich reportedly are also in for him. So I don't know how real some of these reports are. So reports are Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Dortmund, and are all after the player, and he's heavily linked to a lot of clubs. It doesn't say how much he would cost, but he's out of the team now. Just to let you guys know a little bit about this guy, I'm gonna just quickly change the pages to 1 second. What happened? You know when you're doing something and then it messes up? Long story short, he's 18 years old. For the people who don't know who he is and what position he plays in, this is what you need to know about the guy. He's 18 years old. He was part of the team that won the England under 18 Euros, I think. He was part of that team that won the under 18 Euros.
You know, I'm baffed. He was Chukwuemeka's Nigerian. Go on.
1 second, let me finish, bro. He's played 12 games in the Premier League last season. So if in the case that you did see him play last season in the Premier League, he played 12 games. Position that he plays on the pitch, as you guys can see, he plays as a central midfielder, and he's played at times as a attacking midfielder. But I think more or less majority of his career he plays more of a deeper role. So you can see he's played center midfield 39 times. He's played DM twice, attacking midfield 15 times. He's even played center forward twice. That's weird. I don't know where he played center forward at, but yeah, that's what they're saying there. He's rumored price here is around 15 million. But as you guys know, Transfermarkt always gives you a lower value than what the player is. I'm just gonna check SofaScore or something right now. SofaScore.
Big up my Nigerian brother Ekene in the comments getting on to me. Big up.
What, you know Ekene from Love Island?
Nah.
Let me just check his Premier League heat map. You guys can see he's kind of all over the place. So he's playing more of as a central midfielder on both ends of the pitch, and he plays more as a midfielder or center midfielder or deep line midfielder. And yeah, he's 18 years old, right-footed. Doesn't look like something that is a massive signing, but at this moment in time, he could be like another Jude Bellingham type signing, where he comes in and he has a lot of potential. So, Dortmund in these clubs, I don't know what the hell you're listening to, Sam, but I'm gonna have to mute you. And then it's not you. I think it's you, Kunle. I'm sorry, Sam. But yeah. It's Conle. But yeah, let me know, guys. What are you guys saying? People are saying sign him up. What do you guys think? 15 million for this wonder kid.
It's not proven, bro. I don't want to just risk spending money at anything like the next wonder kid. Like the media always comes up with this, the next Messi, the next Neymar, the next Chukwueze, or whatever. Let's not fall for. Let's go for us. What our own scouting department says what Arteta wants instead of just going for these hyped up stars.
Okay. What about you, Ozzy? What are you saying?
It's not what we need right now, to be honest.
Okay. Are you back, Kunle?
Yeah. Can you still hear it, or is it cool now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I don't know anything about him. Like, if 15 million is what they're saying about the guy, I don't know, man. I think we need to get a lot of other business done before thinking about more players for the future. We need the here and nows right now. I don't want to hear links to this guy right now.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay, and then finally, just to end it off, same way as how we started it, we're gonna talk about the news about. You guys heard about the Thomas Partey news, obviously, and how he's with the squad. But I'm looking through the pictures. Let's see if we can find a picture of him. So you got a picture of Fabio Vieira. You got a picture of Martinelli. You have a picture of Gabriel Jesus and Marquinhos. So you got the Brazilian connection there. Leno chugging down a beer, or whatever he's chugging there. So yeah, that's that. Whereas you got Arteta flying the plane. People are gonna please don't make plane crash jokes.
There's definitely gonna be some memes about this one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
a meme.
Gabriel Magalhaes back in the house. I'm telling you, Gabriel Magalhaes has like a model look. The guy literally is always, whatever he's wearing, it just looks nice. Yeah. Then you got ESR, Ainsley. Sorry, not Ainsley. What's his name?
Ainsley.
Yeah. Ainsley. I don't know, man. I don't rate Ainsley, man. I want him gone.
Yeah, that is Ainsley.
Yeah.
I rate him, but I don't rate how he's. I don't think he has a future at Arsenal. I do rate him. There was one stage. Remember that time where Wolves wanted to buy him
for 20 million?
Yeah, something like that. I just don't get what happened after that, because it's not like Arteta gave him more chances, which was a kind of weird after keeping him. But he lost me in January when he saw how much problems we had in our midfield, and he forced a move to Roma. So for me, Barney Ainsley, get him out of the club, mate. Jog on.
Yeah, he lost me when he went to West Brom instead of going to Leicester or Southampton. That's when I lost him.
Because he doesn't want to play right back. He had a career and future Arsenal saying just play right back, but no, he had to moan and moan.
Yeah, people hit that like button. People are saying, "Where's the picture of Partey?" We gotta find a picture of Partey, man. Too many conflicting reports about the Partey news earlier today. Okay, Bellerin, look at that. Have you seen a ghost? That's Bellerin. Yo, he looks like he's aged so much, man.
Yeah, looks like a creepy old man.
Real talk, man.
So much. He's lost his youthful look. Saliba looks confused, and Pepe looks like he's happy.
Yeah, he's hoping that they leave him in America. Maybe sign from one of the MLS clubs.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can go to LA Galaxy or Miami.
He'll rip up LA Galaxy, you know. What?
I am so rude. I cut Pepe out of the picture and just posted a picture of Saliba on Twitter.
Well, that's how it is. Pepe's out the picture, though.
That's true.
Real talk.
Eddie Nketiah with the new lease of life. And Reece Nelson, would you guys give Reece Nelson a chance?
He had his chance.
Not for me.
When Arteta first came, he had his chance, and he had that stinker against Chelsea in Arteta's first game.
I don't know. I think his level is where he was at loan last season, like Feyenoord. Not for us.
He did good in the Bundesliga. Maybe he needs to go back there.
I think that's his level, man.
Saliba once again. Saliba looks high, man. I don't know why he's. Look at his pictures. He's just too chill.
Too chill, isn't it? Too chill.
Yeah, he's too chill.
I love it.
Tomiyasu's always excited, man.
Yeah, I'm just happy to play for Arsenal. Yes.
I'm just happy.
He's gone from being a nobody to somebody.
The reason why he's one of my top 3 Arsenal players right now is from when he did his first interview, they asked him, "What's your favorite position?" And he gave the best answer ever. He goes, "On the pitch." Literally, as long as the manager plays me, that is my favorite position. I was like, I love this.
I love that.
On the pitch, bro. I'll give my all.
I love that mentality.
Love it.
Balogun in the cut, Bukayo Saka in the cut. You want to know something? The funny thing is, Saliba is getting much more love this with all these pictures than Saka is. Because Saka usually gets all the love with the team pictures. But Saliba's fanfare around Saliba this summer has been mad. Fabio Vieira, and we're back. So yeah, that's it. Those are all the pictures.
He's on another flat.
This picture right here is gonna get meme. You're right.
Facts. it's too much gold, man. I don't know what they're gonna use it for, but loads.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think people actually check for Arsenal websites. It has to be Arsenal fans themselves that use it first, and then rivals are gonna pick up on it.
True.
Well, you're gonna get some silly stuff like on the way to Europa League or like Karabag FC or some crap, man.
Anyways, allow it. Guys, big up to everyone in the chat. You guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. People are saying Saliba looks like he's being held hostage. Just to let you guys know, some of the people in the comment section said comparing Kante to Elneny is a criminal offense. What else do we have? Someone just called me a dweeb for no reason. I don't know what the hell what I do. You got another one saying, what about Saliba? We already spoke about Saliba. Big up to my brothers in Jamaica, all the way from Jamaica. Big up the most deluded Arsenal fan. Why do people call me deluded when I'm not even close to being one of those guys? I feel like I'm much more balanced than people actually think. They just see me on
Listen, who was that idiot who was calling you out? You couldn't even see it to your face.
Great show, guys. Great show. Thank you. Partey has his own photographer, guys, by the way. He does. You want to see a picture of Partey? Let me show you a picture of Partey. Here's a picture of Partey scoring a goal against United. And there's a picture of Partey on the left also. But yeah. Everyone back up Iga on the terrace, man. Way too much heat for no reason. Yeah, man. Keenan's my guy, man. Keenan, you're my guy. Partey is the best at taking pictures. Have you guys seen Partey's TikTok, by the way?
Nah, he's got a TikTok. I just joined TikTok, so I'll check it out.
Partey's TikTok. He is literally a party animal.
That's why he's called Partey. Duh. You got to live up to the name.
Let me show you his TikTok quickly. I'm not gonna get copyright.
Guys,
So,
there's a club in West End called Libertine. Yeah,
look at this.
It's known for the players. He's there.
Look at his swag.
Partey,
Look at
I'm
his swag.
telling you,
Look at his
West
swag.
Africans, when
Look
West
at his
Africans get that move to London, it's a different kettle of fish, bro. West Africans in London living there for the first time.
He's playing basketball. What is he doing playing ball? Such a bad form too. Oh, it
went in though.
You got sushi. You got what the hell is he doing? Balloons?
He's enjoying London way too much, bro.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
Well, we need to speak to Partey's team. How they allowed him to do stuff like this?
What the hell is this? Guys, what the hell is this?
Oh, my. Make it stop, Iga. Make it stop.
Yo, why is he flexing?
Flexing. Oh my gosh. What you say they only train till 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.?
Yo, my man's popped. Well, he's actually popped.
Big up Partey, man. Big season ahead this season. Come on, Thomas.
Oh shit, he has more. There's so many. Oh, no way he did this.
Listen, the guy getting too carried away, mate.
Yeah, I got to bounce, my guy.
Okay, yeah. This is getting. I'm getting too carried away with this. You guys are right. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Peace out, everyone. You guys have yourself. Big up Ozzy. Big up Sam. If you guys don't already know, go check out Kunle's channel. The link is in the description. I made sure I put it in there this time before the show started. You guys have yourself a wonderful day.